So today we're going to discuss about the personal income tax or the tax return that we're going to file in Poland. We used to have an habit of filing the return in India during the month of July or August, but here in Poland the month of February, March and April is the timeline to filing the income tax return. So here filing the return is called as PIT, personal income tax. So there are different categories where we can fill out our income tax return for this financial year. So if I go to the website, as you can see from my screen, podatski.gov.pl, it's the site through which we can put the income tax return file. As you can see, it is written in Polish, so I can translate it in English so that it will be better for you to understand. So you can see your e-PIT is waiting for you from February 15th. I'll show you what is the timeline for this financial year 2024 to 2025 return file. So as I said, we are going to do the PIT. Here you can settle your personal income tax information on relief, deduction, rate and limits. So this is what PIT is all about. And if I go to the details of that PIT and click on it, and you can see it's the personal income tax, and here you can settle your personal income tax and find information about tax and reliefs and how to do these things. And there are different types of personal income tax return files. As we do in India, we have ITR 1, 2, 3, 4, depending upon which category we fall into it. So you can find which category you fall into it. But for our salaried peoples in Poland, they will form or to fill out like P37, as you can see in my screen, and you can check that one, like who can have that returns. And the window for this return, as I said, it will be available in podatski.gov.pl. So you can see for this year it is from February 15th to April 30th, and there are different ways through which you can file your PIT. There is additional options that you can get it benefited from giving the tax returns while filing the returns to the OPP. That means you can donate 1.5% of your tax, whatever tax that you have given to the government, that you can donate to somebody who is very well needed. Needed means some persons who have been beneficial for this, or any NGOs that you find it very suitable for them to give it. But there would be no extra deduction from your income tax because it is already been deducted. The portion of amount that is given to the government, from that 1.5% would be go to that person or that NGOs. Okay, so let's go to our site. So I go to this podatki.gov.pl, and here you can see it is in I converted it into English. So I want to do the PIT form, like the income tax return for here. Then there are different types of where a person who does not run business or person running the business who are paying the tax. So choose the type of payment that you want to do. But before that, I just try to show you. So this is the website through which you can type, like podatski.gov. Click on this website, and when you landed it here, it will ask you for filing your returns. So I will convert it to English so that we can file it. Then it is here in the screen, it's saying learn more. Then we are going to log in. So for that login, there are two types of login that we can see here. One is using your login.gov.pl, another is your tax data, like if you have your PESEL or NIP identification, that we can do it. But I'll prefer to go for the login.gov.pl, because why it is like this? Because trusted profile is what everyone has been created. If you do not know what is a trusted profile, you can watch my video. I'll put a link over there, or there you can see it, like what is a trusted profile and how it is working in Poland. So trusted profile is a better option to click on it. So I select trusted profile, and it will land it to this page where you can. So the first option is from the trusted profile. If you are not able to translate it, you can click on it, you can try to translate it. One is from Ukrainian and another is for Polski, but you can translate it. So I click here and I try to log in using your government login trusted profile. Once I log in, I will get an SMS to my mobile phone. So let me put that PIN, like the OTP that is given to me. So the OTP that was given to me, I have filled. Once you fill that OTP, So it will going to put into the e-tax office website. You can see my name is here and my PESEL number is there, so it is hidden. Only there are some options that is visible, like you can see documents, submit the document, send the document, but other options is locked for me. Why is it? Because it is the first time I'm doing that. So you can see, since I have not completed my complete data, you have to access only your ePIT service. So what does it mean by complete data? That means I have not filled the details to the government which data they needed. For that, the first timer will go to fill the JAP3 form. Then you can find your PIT. So first we'll go to JAP3. What is JAP3? Let's see. So you condition. So let's go. So I am submitting JAP3 for my person. It is saying JAP3 notification. If your data is outdated or updated it, submit JAP3. The form is used to notify the current resident address, contact details, personal bank account. So actually with these, we need those type of information in the system, so that if you have any refund, so that you can get it either by cash or by through electronic method. Yes, that's true. The income tax office or the Podatsky officer who will going to give you the return, if you have a refund to be found, they can come to you if you select the option please pay by pay, like put it in your bank personal details, so that the tax return can directly come to your bank account. So we'll fill this details for myself, and there is a tax office that is written. So for which tax office you have to, so where do you get those tax office? You will get those tax office from your PIT 11. So if you have PIT 11, so you can select those tax offices from here throughout the Poland. So it is written in your PIT 11. If you open your PIT 11 form, so there would be a tax office which is a mandatory. So this is my first name, last name, father's name, mother's first name. Then it is asking for the address details. So you can put the Indian address, contact details also, but I can select, like this is my residence address, so I can select. So I'll go to the next step. So contact details, I have to put my contact details here. And also I have to put my email address. Yes, accept and send. So that means I have given all the details to the tax office. That is in your document. So as you can see from this portal that we seen, like podatsky.gov.pl, so we're going to file the PIT. So as you can see, we have already completed the JAP3 information, where I have submitted all my bank details, my address, so that I can get the refund to the digital transformation to my bank account. But let's say if you do not have to provide the bank account and address, you can provide the bank and account and address of India as well. But if you say, let's say if you have no bank account, so you want to receive those refund into the cash format, but forget not to mention about your current address if you are residing in Poland. So that's way when the income tax office comes to your place and they return the amount of tax they have refunded in terms of cash into your home. That's correct. So what happens actually in Poland, like there are two ways that you can file a return. Like as I said, like the electronical way, that means it has been transferred to your bank account or address that is given to that bank account. Or there is an other way, like if the address has been given and you do not provide the bank account, then they will come to your home, they will knock the door, and you'll open that one and find out like the income tax office come to my home to refund the income tax return if you have any return or something. So that's why we are benefited for this portal. But in the Podatsky, let's say since we are going for the PIT, and you log in using the format like the tax office login section. But the way that I want to show you before you go ahead, so just to check in this portal, like if you are not running a business, so most of us are been doing job here. So I'm just thinking like we have to select this option. I'm just trying to show you where to find the data. Don't trust anyone, go to this website. So this is our single source of truth, we can say it, because from this podatsky.gov.pl you will got all the information. So your PIT-11 has all the information that you can get it. And the other thing that I want to show you, like whether you are a single salaried employee or your wife is also salaried, then she has also filed the same way. But let's say if your wife is not working, so how to save the monies in the forms of refund, I'm going to show you. But before that, just look into those steps, like whether you are under 26 years of old. But I hope like most of us are coming under the second category, so you have to choose this. I just try to show you what are the options and the benefit that is being mentioned in this website. So income from the work, I'm saying like yes, I'm income from the work. So you can see there are different ways that is defined what is the income from the work, how to calculate the tax. But because if you don't understand, like if you're an individual taxpayer, not combined with your spouse but individual taxpayer payer, then you have to find out like how the tax has been calculated, as you can see in my screen. And there are certain benefits, that's what I open this screen in front of you. So there is child benefit, internet relief, and other benefits as well. Like suppose you are putting solar panel in your house. We know like most of us has not purchased any house. If you have house loan that has been taken for this, that can also be a relief. Contribution to trade union or something, like it's mentioned over there. If you are donating something, social contribution, thermal modernization relief, it is called as solar panels. If you installed in your home, there is a subsidy. And there's internet relief, like if I select that one, so it's clearly mentioned who is eligible and how much. So as you can see, we can say the relief is limited. That means maximum deduction or the tax year cannot exceed the 760 PLN. For that maximum deduction for the tax year, the limit appears to the if the expense is incurred by a spouse, each is entitled to maximum limit for that course, not more than amount of expense incurred by each one of them. So you can combine. So how to get the relief? You deduct expense incurred in a tax year for using internet, but in an amount not higher than 760. But make it sure like it is been calculated every 2 years. It's not like every year you will get it benefited. And this limit not carry forward to the next year, which means that the expense incurred in a given year are not deducted due to the lack of these things. And if you see like if you did not use this deduction in the previous year, or you use it for the first time in your 2020 tax return, so that means if you are using for the first time in 2023, then for the current 2024 you can eligible. But so that's what it is saying, only deductible under the relief in 2 consecutive tax years. So for the 2 consecutive years you have to claim it, but not beyond that. So this is about the tax relief, how much you have to claim, you have to find out in this section. If I go back, and there is a child section, child benefit, where you can get benefited from the child, and how much you are eligible for that, it is clearly mentioned. For the first child, 92.67 per month, and depending upon the month where your child is born, whether it is 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or how long you are staying with your child, you can calculate by multiplying the number of months into that. So that is, it has been automatically shown whenever you fill your child details into that. So it is called a calculated relief for your child. So let's go to my description where I already submitted, I take the screenshot. So I show you like the job 3 has been submitted. Once it has been accepted, then all the details has been visible to me without any unlock. So what I do in like first of all, when you open for the PIT 37, by default it was selected by individually. If you are not claiming that, you will claim for together with the spouse. So that's what I changed to together with spouse, and change certain tax. Example, if you can see, so I have to fill out my spouse detail. The tax office is automatically there. Once I fill it out, so automatically it will show me this screen. And there is another section like you can donate 1.5% of the tax to an agency, where you will not have to pay any extra. That's what I'm saying. You are not going to pay any extra or anything extra deducted from your salary, but the amount of taxes that has already been deducted from your salary, from that tax, 1.5% you want to submit to another. So for this I have submitted some like 1.5% beneficiation to that person so that he or she will be benefited. And my bank account details and my details has been here. So that's what I can able to find out the details and the sections for which. And another thing, like once you will go to the income or combine the tax with your spouse after this, so there is the total income. Then if you go to the other screen, I have taken the screenshot, it will show like income taxpayer for your and your spouse. Like if she is not working, you can, like for me it is 0 because my wife is not working. Then there is a taxpayer if your social insurance, then your child relief. That's here I am saying like the child relief, the number of months your child is been with you. Like if he or she has been born 2 months back, you can put 2 months, then automatically that amount will be calculated if you go that section. And other relief, like in the section is I have claimed 450 zloty for this year. I'm not going maximum because I just came 6 to 8 months back, so that's what the amount is like this. And particularly the tax amount will again be calculated with those information that you have submitted. And since the settlement method is with the spouse, so there would be certain amounts at the end of your screen. Let me show you. So here you can see once you have filled all the details, it will show some payments that you will get in your bank account. Then you have to accept and send it. So once you've done it for the first time for accept and sending, then there is another way to get it notified. Whether you want to be notified using a physical method, like they will send you a letter in your house, in your address, or there is a verification or e-communications. For that you need your mobile number as well as email address put it into the section. So once you verified that one in the podatsky.gov.pl, then automatically it will come to you. Once this has been done, then automatically you will come for the benefited of settlement. So this is the way through which you will get it, and everything has been mentioned in this website. So please reach out to me if you have any questions or suggestions. I'll try to answer these questions because this is the first time I am filling. So maybe if you have already experienced that one, you maybe know better than me. But yeah, that's all. If you want to, that's the important thing that I want to say is, if you want to divert your 1.5% of your tax to donate some of them, you can do that, because I have someone who referred me to donate something for the betterment of others. So I do that. So I'll encourage everyone to do that, so that you are not going to do any extra amount for the payment, but that amount can go from your total income tax from the government portal to that benefited people or person or NGOs that they need to be done. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. If you have any question, kindly let me know and comment in the below section.